Hi America, this is Bernard McPhail about the status of America and of my opinion of what is going on. And I listen to radio talk show host Alex Jones and really appreciate who he is, trying to educate people as to who is destroying America. And I really appreciate who he is, and you should too. If you ever listen to him, you probably will. But I appreciate who President Trump is too, because of the generation that he comes from. He comes from a generation when America was still able to be blessed. Today, America is not able to be blessed because some lines were crossed when I was, I heard about it in 1976 when I was graduating grammar school. But before that time, they were attempting to pass, and no, actually the year after, and maybe the next 2 years, they were attempting to give women equal rights. And that was the end of America. That was the end of when America was able to have enough children, or when the starting point of when the women stopped being women. The white American women stopped being women. They became titted men. They became its instead of she's. It the female. It this. And they stopped having children for the most part. And they left their place, the divine place that was given to them, that was supposed to be enforced by men, by white American men. And that is what ended America right there in 1977 or 1978, somewhere around there. I was warned in 1976, but I was seeing things before that too. But when they gave the woman equal rights, that made it illegal. That made it a crime to be a man, according to what God considered a man. And of course the females were no longer women. They became something else. They became disaster, pure disaster. They became the end of the species, as much as they possibly could. And that's the direct road that America is on, is disappearance. Yes, President Trump is saying, oh, everybody's equal, this and that. He's working with what he has left. America, as time goes on, more white Americans are being annihilated. And even the children don't even know what's going on. And nobody's telling them, except I'm telling you, that the end of America is still on its way, because America has no white American mothers. None of them are women. They're all titted men, witches. They wear men's pants. They don't remain in their place, because society has said that for men to make a woman stay in her place that God gave her is criminal. And that is the status of America, is that we're not able to be blessed because we're disappearing because of the lack of white American children, as the founders were making children to make the future with. We have almost zero children to make the future with, unless you count the invading rodentry that come here to rob us, and we're too clueless to do anything about it because we don't know who we are. The men forgot who they were supposed to be. The women never do anyways. They just gravitate towards whatever they can grab, which they never should. Nothing is there. They were cursed since their beginning. If they're not under a man's authority telling them what to do, in order that they could be blessed and forced to be a blessing instead of the curses that they cannot help but choose to be currently. Anyways, that's the status of America, according to Bernard McPhail, how I see it, and how I was raised up to see life in the United States. Because I saw the transition from the women being women to being monsters. And most of you have not seen that. All you see is monsters today. But there was a time when white American women were wonderful creatures.